Hello and welcome to this new The First Explorers gameplay. I'm Sebastian and I'm currently developing this game on this side. After this common match opening by building wood and stone production, we are now watching a tavern and residences being built. Residences are needed to accommodate carriers in your settlement. If you're running low on free beds, the carriers will go on strike. So make sure to build these residences. You might have spotted the radius around a tavern. Residences close to a tavern contribute to the settlement attractiveness level. The higher the attractiveness, the more boni you will get. For example, more instant carriers for a finished residence. Here we can see how the first meal production is being started. A market stall for fish and a cookhouse to cook delicious meals for the tavern are placed. Cooks can prepare simple and advanced meals. Depending on the type, you will get more carriers from the meal in the tavern. But of course, to supply the market stall with fish, we now have to build fisher huts close to fish deposits. You can easily spot them by the fish jumping out of the water. Nice, we just finished the 6th residence close to the tavern and we advance to the next attractiveness level. We will now get more carriers from newly built residences and other cool boni. After establishing basic settlement infrastructure, it's now time to explore the close-by areas with our swordsman. You can already see some mountains here, that's cool. So let's expand our territory in this direction and start with a basic weapon production already. Apart from the weapon production, it's also important to increase our defensive combat power. And this is done by producing banners from flux plants. Flux plants grow best on dry soil, and luckily we have some dry areas here. We need a weaver and a farm to establish the production chain. You can decide what the farmer should grow. In this case we decide to concentrate on flux. After a banner got produced, a free carrier will transport it to a military building close by, like towers, palisades or walls. The banner will nicely decorate the tower and then the defensive combat power gets increased. Defensive combat power will dictate how strong your army will be in your own territory. On the other side, offensive combat power will influence how strong your soldiers are on unknown and enemy territory. So let's make sure to increase that as well. At the moment we only have the start landmark. And here you can see how copper coins are stored at the building and the offensive combat power is increased. Speaking of landmarks, that's a nice cool mechanic in the First Explorers. Let's place down the Great Fort, one of the biggest buildings in the game. By building new landmarks, you will advance in your settlement tier. We started off as a hamlet settlement and now want to proceed to the village tier. There are 2 advancements possible in a match, but you have the option between 3 landmarks. The Great Fort, the Big Harbor and the Big Warehouse. Each landmark has its own advantages and will influence your match and your settlement in different ways. So you have to think twice which landmarks you build when. By the way, settlement advancements do not only bring advantages. Higher settlement tiers will, for example, also influence the required ingredients of meals. So you have to choose wisely when you actually want to advance your settlement. After the landmark is finished, we will advance to the village tier, and then we will have access to new buildings and new units. Great, so that's it for this gameplay. Hope you enjoyed it and make sure to put the first explorers on your wishlist now. Thanks.